This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now, today we are going to discuss about one of the Docker file again today. Docker file we are going to write, and this Docker file for what? Deploy Node.js application. Okay, Node.js application with what are the things we required? We required the npm I need to install, HTTP server I need to install, Node.js also I need to install these softwares, and then I need to copy the files. That what are the HTML files code. Sorry, whatever I've written the Node.js code, that I need to copy that code inside our image, and then we need to start the server cmd command or entry point command we are going to use, and we are going to start the server. Right now, these are things I need to make it as a Docker file instructions. Now, how we are going to write the Docker files? What is the code I'm going to use today? I'm going to show you. Let it go here. Softwares, and this code I already have in GitHub. I'm going to provide that GitHub URL. You guys can be take it from there. Okay, this code, all this code is available in my GitHub repository. Okay, you guys can download from there, or else you can fork that projects. Okay, now this is we done yesterday, right? Now this is okay. Fine, it's fine. Now this is the what. Now what is the Docker file here? I'm going to show you this Docker file. Now tell me, what is this basically? What is this first line? Anyone? Just speak out, no problem. What is the first line? Base image, right? Now, which OS I'm going to use to build my container? This container means Node.js container with our HTML code. This is the OS which flavor I'm going to use. Alpine 3.7 version I'm going to use. This is Alpine also one of the image. This is a compared to any like BusyBox, CentOS, all the flavors. It is the lightweight image. This is a lightweight image. Okay, like it will this complete Alpine Linux. I will show this image, right? Now let it be do here. Just I'm going to pull this image. Let's see how much size it was. Let it be done. I'm going to show you this how much size it is. This is a completely like it is a one OS. This is a line one of the Linux flavor in Docker container level. And then I'm going to return the maintainer name, IBM Messer, and this is my mail ID who are written this Docker file. Who is the culprit of this Docker file? I've written the name. And now latest is the label. We can give the label now. Okay. And working directory. What is I'm going to create? This is I'm going to create a one directory inside where user apps. By default, this folder will come when you use the Alpha Linux, and then I'm going to get a one folder like as hello Docker. This is my own folder name. Okay, this is my folder name for like a cd command, kind of cd command. Okay, now then run command. Run command is what we are going to use. I told yesterday, right? And run command we are going to use for installing softwares, right? Now APK, for what is the APK meaning? APK means like whatever we are going to like yum install, apt install, right? Like that, this Alpha Linux is the APK is the installer. APK is the installer, and add is like as install option we are going to write. This is the kind of I'm going to write the one more line here. Like if it is Ubuntu base image, how we are going to do apt install hyphen update. Basically install update will do, no need hyphen update for this OS. Now this is what we done, right? Basically in Ubuntu we done this update we are going to use. Instead of that, in the same way here, if it is Alpha Linux, what we need to use? APK like as apt, and install means here add we are going to use. Then update bash. Okay, update bash. Okay, for this is updating for this latest Alpha Linux whatever we are taking. I need to update that OS. We are going to use this command. The same. Next, I'm going to install for the what are the softwares. I need to apk add update Node.js and Node.js npm. I need to update these two softwares also. These two softwares almost it will come by default. If you're not, then what we need to do? If you want to install, we need to install this way: apk add Node.js. And this hash means in the Docker file is the commenting. This line won't execute. Okay, if you want to comment any line in the Docker file, we are going to use the hash. Hash for commenting. Hash for commenting inside a Docker file. Remember, okay, very important. Okay, like if when you are building right this line, it won't be execute. For further next purpose, maybe you want to test something you want without this and writing this, and that we are going to see like this, right? Now we need to comment hash, and then next I'm updating the Node.js and Node. Why we require Node.js only? Why we require Node.js npm only? Why? My code is written in the npm. Wow, we know. Like as you know, right? If you are developers in your team, you are saying that I am developing the Node.js code. You need to install the Node.js software. And how I install that? Even if you ask them, they will give the command. If they didn't give, you need to search in the how install the Node.js. For example, let's go to here, install Node.js in Alpine Linux. Now you will get to like the commands. You will get like simply will get some commands, and then you can use for the same command, same like this. APK add update npm. This you can put the run command in front of that. Clear, right? Now like this we need to use the commands. Like what are it? Maybe this is the npm example. It may be Apache Tomcat. Next may be like Elasticsearch, Logstash, Spark containers, and Hadoop level softwares. Okay, or maybe Nginx load balancer. What are the softwares we are going to use? Every softwares we are going to be install like the MySQL. It can be MySQL. It can be Python. It can be like whatever it may be. Okay, whatever it can be, we can install like this using the run command. Okay, all softwares like that we are going to use here. Okay, now next, this line is clear, right? And next what I'm going to do, I didn't put the, if you want to make it as executable for link, this is the ln for what? Soft link. Ln-s means what? Soft link, when we were discussing the commands, right, that time. But this is not required as of now. I did make it the comment here. Okay, it's not required. Okay, now next I'm going to use for the what? npm. What is the npm again here? Here npm also one installer like as apk, right? Like this, if your Node.js application purpose, if it is Python, we are going to use the pip installer. If you want to install like as any Python based installer, we are going to use the pip. If it is Node.js based application, we are going to install with the npm. Okay, if it is Ubuntu, we are going to install with the apt. Okay, earlier you guys will be confused again, apt-get, and what is the difference between apt and apt-get? This is the old versions. This is the latest 16, 18.0 and 19 version. It uses for the apt, it will work. They reduce for the shortcut and they remove this extra thing. Okay, and even if you given this latest version apt-get also, it will work. Okay, there is no issue in this. Okay, and then if it is CentOS 8m, okay, like that we can use for the anyone of the installer, right? Now this npm for Node.js, we already installed the npm. That's why I'm going to use the npm install HTTP server. HTTP server, and -g option is the globally. -g option is the globally. How you know this -g option we are going to use? Now how I know that? Now simple. Just go to your browser, search with the HTTP server npm. Just search like this, and you will get the HTTP server npm, and you will get to like all the commands. What is the command you want? Just take all commands, put the run command in front of that. That's it. No need to more this. Okay. Now save. See, npm install -g server. Like as it is a globally, so that maybe run the command line. That means it will run on the command line. Clear? And what is the option we are going to use? All available option we are going to use here. Right? Clear, right? Now everything, every command, if you don't know anything, just search with the documentation. Now we'll get it. Now this is, now install the HTTP server. Why we require this HTTP server? This HTTP server, like as Apache Nginx web server, it is also one of the web server. It will run our Node.js application. I'm going to show you here. HTTP server is the sample zero configuration command line HTTP server. It is a powerful and through the production usage, but it is a simple hackable enough to base to testing, local development and learning. It is a good to practice for the local learning, and if it is not like as powerful enough for the production usage, okay, like it's not recommended for production purpose, okay, it is for basically in the testing purpose. Even like as how we are going to use Apache Tomcat, right? Apache, like not Apache Tomcat and Apache. Okay, again there is a difference, guys. No, don't confuse here. Apache Tomcat and Apache. Okay, both are different. Both are different. Don't confuse here. Okay, Apache 2 is the, this is a web server. This is a web of like static pages deployment. This is a only HTML pages deployment. And Apache Tomcat we are going to use for the WAR file deployment. Okay, static pages. Static pages means what? Like as JavaScript, okay, and HTML pages. Those we can deploy in the through Apache 2. And this web page and yes, Chandra, HTTPD, correct. Okay, HTTPD only. Okay, by shorten they will ask that, they will tell that HTTPD only. Okay, the Apache 2 is the HTTPD, and this Apache Tomcat is for deploying the WAR files. Don't confuse again Apache 2 and Apache Tomcat. Okay, don't confuse. This is deployment for Apache Tomcat for static pages deployment. This is for Java web-based application. We are going to deploy this. Okay, static page means just simple HTML files. Okay, clear? And then next, what going to do? Next, I'm going to copy my code. What are the current path? Copy all the files into where? In this working directory. What is the working directory here? This directory where I created here working directory. Same directory I'm going to use here. Okay, this working directory. And then I'm going to copy like I'm saying that this is separately. Why means this is file. When I start the server, I need to execute this my index.html page. I need to first page should become the index.html. But I am going to like as just saying that, okay, even when you copy all files, it will copy. And just I'm going to show again one more time. This is the index.html. I want to start with the startup. Okay, startup means when you start this server, I need to start my index.html page I want to open. What is this index.html file? And I will show the code. I'm going to remove this code. Okay, and CMD, what is the final executable we need to start? We need to start the HTTP server and -s. What is the -s? Silent. No need to print the logs. I will show that. What is the -s? What is -s? This is silent. Suppress the logs messages from output. We need to suppress the log messages from output. That is the meaning of -s. And then next, how we can start here? See here, usage. HTTP server, and then you can use the -s any options here. Okay, clear? These are the options. Whatever we required, we can going to use this like this. Simple server. Clear, right? Now, yes, this is our code. This is index.html file. What is contains? I'm going to show you the actual code. What are the code I've written that time. This is the index.html page. When you deploy, we need to get this is the one of the page. We'll get the random login form. This is the one of the page. Okay, this is style. Okay, CSS styles, and this code we are going to be deploy in the application. Okay, and just they will get the again 3 text boxes. One is the text and password, and the one is the button. Okay, and then next, this is the index. When I start my container, this when I am going to access, it will be show as a output for us. It will show as a output for us. Okay, it will show. It will give the output of this page. And then next, some of the code I've written in the CSS here. This is I took taken for the like colorful design and my page colorful design and this is the code I'm going to be deployed. Okay, CSS and index.html both pages. Okay, and then next, this is my Git project. Simple. Okay, like Git is take it as a Git project. It's not required as of now because of I use for pushing this code to my GitHub. That's why it is a Git project. I converted into this project to Git project, and this is not required. Okay, this is not required. Okay, and even if you don't want to this kind of files into copy and all, we can write the dot ignore, like Docker file is there, dot git ignore, like Docker ignore also we can use. Like as in Docker, in Git we are going to use a git, dot git ignore, right? Like that in Docker file also dot Docker ignore, or that it will be their file that I will show that dot Docker ignore file. Okay, we can write this is a one of the same Docker file, right? The same place we are writing the dot Docker ignore file, and this file we can mention that what are the file extension you don't want to build, you don't want to copy, and we are going to note it. Take, we can write the this dot Docker ignore file also. Okay, in the where the Docker file is located, the same place we are going to write the this dot ignore file also. You can see the documentation will get more clear, not this stuff. And this one Docker reference. See this page, if you read complete this page Docker reference, you will get lot of knowledge on this. Okay, this is Docker ignore file. Docker ignore file. With this we need to path, we need to Docker file, and then this is the Docker also Docker file, and then next this is the dot Docker file ignore. We need to write it down for, we need to mention the what are the things we require. This is the example they didn't give up. Let me check. Okay, they mentioned that we can ignore this all the files. Okay, now to use the file this context Docker file reference, the file is specified in the instruction. For example, copy instruction or whatever it may be. They see to increase the build performance, exclude the files and directories and adding the inside the Docker ignore file. Okay, Docker ignore file and the context directory. Information about the create a dot ignore file. Create a dot ignore file. Just click this here. Same again, same page is open now. Okay, it's there. The Docker git ignore, like in Docker ignore file, it contains the what are the files you want. We can ignore this. Okay, star slash means dot git, anything we can going to be dot git slash we can give, and it will be ignore the all the file. Okay, like that we can ignore the files. Okay, for performance, increasing the performance. And I discussed, right, what are the like as recommended files only it will be used, and unrecommended files we can put into everything in the Docker ignore file. Okay, this is also one of the important. Just I never used, but it is our option we have. Okay, this is the option we have. Okay, fine. Next, you guys are clear this Docker file, right? Any questions on this Docker file and code and all? Let me know. Again, we will discuss. If you had any issue, any questions, any concerns. Just if you want to run this Node.js application, what are things I required? I required this npm and HTTP server and Node.js code. These three softwares I required. That's why three softwares I installed. Okay, these three softwares I installed. Clear? How many lines are there? This is the how many lines are there, that many layers will be created here. Clear guys? Any questions? I'm going to build this image. If you have any concern, just let me know. I will discuss again. Just if you want to deploy the Node.js application with required softwares, for that I will return you one Docker file with all instructions for whatever I required. I required a Ubuntu or Alpha Linux, whatever it may be. Okay, and then I required a what Node.js and then npm and then HTTP server. I install these three softwares and then I copy my required files and I start the HTTP server. That's it, right? I start my HTTP server, it will start the HTTP servers, and index.html file will be open the starting page. That's it. I will show that you will get more clear on this. Okay, now let me open the WinSCP. And then take here anything we can take, no problem. And then username is what? This is the Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu mission only, right? Yeah, Ubuntu. And then password. What is the password of this? We need to take the advanced session and key exchange. Authentication. Click this here. And what is that? This is a key only, right? For this, let's try. Yeah, that key only. Okay, fine. Now where we have, I'm going to with this PC. Let it go for particular path where I have softwares, and then DevOps, and then next. Okay, this is login Docker one files. I'll show later on this also. Okay, this code they will give the developer. Okay, the code will be give the developer, no worries. Okay, and then next, if you want to make it your Docker file, they will give the instructions I required. If you whatever they require, they will give the instructions. Like if you want to run this program, you require all the softwares. Okay, and then next, what we'll do, let's build that. Let's go that path, like CLS FLTR. My files came or not? Yes, came. CD login Docker Alpha Linux and LSFLTR. All these three files are came. Okay, and .git also came. Okay, you need to press the -e option. Okay, now it's not required as of now. Okay, it's not all using anywhere. That's fine. And next, see cat Docker file. Sorry, cat Docker file. Okay, this is the code I have. I'm going to build the image with this. Okay, and then next, Docker. What is the command I'm going to use to build? Docker build -t, and then image name is what? I'm going to give this. This is the node underscore app first colon v1. Okay, node app underscore alpha, and I'm going to give for more clear purpose. Okay, and then v1 space that. See, it is not there image, right? This from alpha 3.9, it's not there. What it will do, it will download first, and then it will update the our bash. It will installing all what are the latest things it will be installing, and then it was done successfully. Let's search with the Docker images, and then grep of what we need to get with the alpha. Just search with the alpha. Okay, now see, this is the alpha 3.7, right? How much size this image? Basically, this OS, how much size it is? If it is Ubuntu, how much size? 6, like 57 something it will come, right? That, see, this image, this complete Linux flavor will become with the 4.21 MB. Okay, this is the one Linux flavor, 4.21 MB. If you go for Ubuntu, if you normal Ubuntu, how much GB will come? Minimum, if you want to, like as not minimal version, it's the main version, it will be the 2 GB software will come, right? One Ubuntu software. But in Docker level, Alpha Linux OS, if you use the base image, that it will take the only 4.2 MB. Okay, if it is normal Ubuntu, then search with Ubuntu how much size it is. it will be almost 60 MB something. Okay, it is not there. If you want, you can pull it. Docker pull Ubuntu. It is more size. Just search with rep Ubuntu, and how much size it is? 64 MB. Nearly 60 MB is more than the this Alpha Linux, right? Ubuntu base image is the 60 MB is more than the Alpha image. Both will work same, like as all functionality will work. If it is not there, what you must do, you need to be install the what are the softwares we require. Okay, and that's why most of the people are prefer with the, they will ask the interview which is the base image have you used to return the Docker files. Now we can say them it is the Alpha Linux. Okay, I use for the Alpha Linux most of the time. Okay, clear guys. Now see that our images, Alpha images, and then next this is the which one, this one, right? Now how much is completely my code and all everything, it is the completely application is the 57 MB. And how to run this application, what is the HTTP server default port? If you don't know what you must do, just go through this documentation. See that it is by default port is the 8080 only. Okay, by default port is the 8080 only. Okay, now how to run this? Now Docker run, I'm going to run in the background -d, then next -hyphen name. Okay, now name is what? I'm going to give the node application, and then I'm going to give the my image name colon v1, right? And here we are going to provide the what? Ports also, right? And 8080 is internal port, and outside accessing port what? That is your wish, whatever you want. For example, I'm going to give the 1234. Okay, 1234 I want to access my application. If you're not giving this, what it will do, it will give the one random port for you. Okay, one random port given for us, right? If you're not given -hyphen name, one random name will give us. This is my image name, and I'm going to run as a container. Let it be run. Done. Just see that container is running or not. Docker ps, yes, it's running. This is that, and 1234 accessing port. What you need to do, just we can allow this port into our security group in AWS for firewall. This is kind of the firewall. Okay, just allow that port to access my application. Inbound roles, edit, and then next I'm going to add it here. What is the port here? I'm going to give 1234, and then anywhere, save it, done. Just go to the instances. What is the instances? This is the right Ubuntu software, and then click it here, copy this DNS name or public IP, anything. And what is the port? I need to access my application 1234. Now whatever I deployed that page, right? This is the page I'm going to deploy this. This is the name like this I want to create. Okay, that site random name, and then this username and alpha. This is the code. This is the design I'm going to given this for developing the application. First page, login page. Okay, inside the code, driving like as Java program, PHP program, whatever the program they will write, they will, if you are clicking this link, and they will go for the another page, direct this page to another page, JSP pages, HTML page, whatever the developers will go to work, it will go for the same. The data will be shown into database if they have given this access, and that it will go for the application will be same. What are the application they develop, the how much program they develop, that much application will be working the same. And even though we are going to see the next class for the how to communicate with the application, this one container to another container. Okay, how to use for the using the okay different options, Docker link option, and even we are going to use for the Docker compose also. Okay, Docker compose right? And even I'm going to teach some of the networking concepts also in this class. Okay, who are not attending the previous batch, just go through this complete like as another classes. Okay, I'm going to teach for the Docker networking also. Okay, Clear guys? Any questions on this now? Any questions? And tomorrow we are going to discuss about the Docker private registry, and I'm going to discuss now theoretically, and then tomorrow we are going to discuss with the practical hands-on. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? I'm going to see questions someone is asked. That is based on the company annual. Okay, they can be used for the Ubuntu. Okay, that is your manager, how they are going to be save the space, how they are going to be introduction. That may be. Earlier we are going to use the core OS. Now we are going to like as enterprise Red Hat we are buying. Okay, and this enterprise Red Hat guys, they are migrating with the IBM and they are selling with the Red Hat for us. Okay, like that. Like we are going to use for the based on the company wise. Okay, that we gonna say that whatever you are going to say the answer, that is the correct, right? Based on the company they are going to be used there. Clear now? Any questions, guys? All are clear, right? No doubt, right? Pakka. Anyone confirm me? Not for the previous guys, anyone is there? Not those, not much, only one guys are there. Previous batch, Bashir also there. Any questions, guys? It was there. Yesterday class only is there missing actually. I already downloaded that video, but I didn't upload. Okay, I didn't get time actually. I downloaded and I left this. Why it's not opening, guys? You guys are facing the video 15 is not opening. Anyone? Just check and let me know, guys. Okay. Even though I will show that. Control C. Okay. Any questions, guys? Later on, I will do this, and I will going to explain for Docker private registry. Docker private registry. Okay, we are going to discuss this topic today, and why we are going to use the Docker private registry. Where we up to know where we are pushing this code images. Basically, in our local we have images, and then we create the tags with the local and as well as we discussed last class, right? If you want to create the build tags here, for example, I'll show you here. Now you want to create a image with the different environments, like same code but different environments. How we are going to do? Using the multiple T option we are going to create, right? Tags. Okay, like that we can get the multiple tags at a time, like as one for local, one for pre-production, one for staging, one for production. Like that, even though we can create the multiple tags in the same Docker file or not. Even one single command will create the multiple Docker images. Even that we discussed in the last previous classes, right? And again, I'm going to show you today also. It's taking long time to connect. Okay. This one, right? Docker Alpha. Okay, let it be. What I'm going to do? I'm going to build this one tag for what happened. This is for node app, right? Node app colon v1, for example v1, and then -t, one more tag for what happened. This is ybmsr, and then slash node underscore app, and this is for v1, and another tag. I want to create 3 images. I want to create the same Docker file, and -t, and I'm going to create for localhost colon 5000 y and all I'm going to tell you. Okay, and then node app colon v1. Now we can create the 3 images at a time. Okay, we can create the 3 images at a time for all environments also. Okay, how to get the multiple images at a time using the multiple T options we are going to create, and we can build the multiple images and different level, different repositories. This is for my local, this is for my staging environment, this is my production kind of. Okay, the 3 images I'm going to use for the creating for the at a time. Okay, clear, right? Now I'm able to push this image to my Docker Hub. This is private Docker registry running on the port number is the 5000 in my local machine. That I'm going to teach you later on. Now, okay, now clear guys, this option we already done earlier. At that time we did the 2 commands. Now we did the 3 images we created at a time. Now this images we created, right? Now that images you want to push, where we are pushing? For Docker Hub. This Docker Hub is the what? Only 5 images I can store for the freely, right? Now no one can't be access, like after more than 5 you can give. What will happen? Anyone can access your images. Now what you feel? I don't want to provide access for others. What you should do? We need to buy the license. Buy the license to from whom? From Docker Hub. Then I need to pay some amount. They will give the access for storing the number of images in my privately. That can only I can use. Okay, that's good. Now you feel like that I don't want to use the Docker Hub. I want to create my own private repository. I single rupee also I don't need to pay. I want to get my private repository. Okay. In real time, what are the things I'm going to use? That I'm going to tell you also. Private repository. I used one project for this private repository. We are calling it a registry 2. Registry is the here. This is a private registry. This private registry means private repository. Okay, we are calling as a registry only. Private registry for storing Docker images. And also this is also one image. This is image who provided? This image is provided by the Docker guys. Okay, this is also one server. That server may be provided with the Docker Hub only. Okay, this is also provided by the Docker Hub only. What it will go? This will going from Docker Hub. This registry 2. Registry is the one of the image. That image is provided by the who? Docker Hub guys. We can use for the registry and we can run as a registry, and that registry we are going to store the images. And this 5000 is what we require. That for storing that it will run on the port number is the 5000. Okay, the registry image, that private registry, like I think it is a one of the Apache Tomcat kind of thing, one of the database kind of thing. Okay, for storing the Docker images, we are going to use that image called as registry 2. Okay, it will work as a Docker Hub in your local machines. And even some people are going to use, and remember this will run on the port number is what? 5000. Yeah, Vahini 5000. Okay, and then next what we require now, this will run, right? Now we can create the images using the localhost 5000 / that your image name, and we are going to push this image, and we can pull the image, and we can delete the images from local, and then that will be available in your registry. Okay, no need to worry about that. Even if you want, we can delete the, like there also in your private registry also we can delete. And real time, what are the things we can use? We can use for the Nexus, we can use for the JFrog, and we can use for the you can use for the Docker Hub. And next, even though we are going to use for the registry 2, anyone we can use for the storing the Docker images. Registry 2. Okay, I worked on this. Okay, I am currently working on this. Okay, I know this, right? These three. Even I never, I can't install. Like if it is done, I will show this also JFrog in upcoming. If I done with, I will written the notes. I will show this how to use the JFrog, how to install and also. Okay, even we already seen the Nexus. Just try with that pushing the Nexus repository. Okay, we already discussed the Nexus, right? Even I'm going to teach the JFrog also. But don't think like I will give that of course. Okay, this is the repositories we can use for the storing the my Docker images. Docker images. Clear, guys? This is for your local. No need to pay for single. This is if you are using open source, not required. This is also open source, not required. This if it is 5 only, we can store for the free. Okay, if you want more than that, we need to be pay for them. Clear? This is we are going to download some image for Docker registry 2 image. We are going to download. We run as a container again. This registry 2 we are running as a container. That will be start with the one server for us, local server. We are going to push our images to this server. I will delete my local machine and I will download from this repository, and then I can use that. I will show that tomorrow with the answer. Okay, for this I have written a very clean notes. I am going to share that notes also. And one more thing, whatever we have done right, I'm going to give the link. What? What Vinay? Your name will came. What are these stuff? Okay. Let's search with Webinar Docker practice GitHub. Okay. And this is also one image. I'm going to copy this URL. I'm going to share here. Just take a copy of this URL. And even I have all repositories also. Okay. I this login. I removed my history. That's why I couldn't be able to right here. Okay, if you guys can want, you can take this URL and take the all these examples from here. Okay, if it is Docker Alpha, right, whatever I given to earlier, take that example for Docker Alpha. Okay, I shared. Take a backup of these two URLs. Okay, now I will show one more thing here. Shit, it was timed out. Okay. What should I do? I should be keep it one or two separate thing before this. just copy this, and tomorrow notes I'm going to follow the same. I keep it this. If anything is down, I will run that 3 open. I keep it up. Okay, for just backup purpose. Okay, cd, and then again not right. And here what I'm trying to show you, cat Docker file, right? Now the same code, the same example I've written with the Ubuntu. Okay, same code, same example I will take as a base image as Ubuntu instead of Alpha Linux. Okay, now this is C maintainer working directory and apt-update, and then next install the Node.js, install the npm, and this is, if you want we can use this link, or else we can comment it here. It's not required, which is not working actually. Let's comment this, insert mode, comment this, and then run install G server, and then Docker, and then start. Now I'm going to use the Ubuntu also. Let's try this Ubuntu. Just build this, then Docker build -t. Same code with the like as earlier I'm going to use the apk add Node.js npm alphabet. Now here I'm going to use the same kind of thing. Okay, using the Ubuntu. Okay, what is the difference between if I use that Ubuntu or Alpha Linux? Okay, even though we did the many times, but still I'm going to show the with this example. Okay, and then I'm going to give this node Ubuntu v1 done. Actually, that was the issue. Let's see. The simple, what are the commands we are going to use to install any things? Just we are going to install with the same this. Okay, I'm going to use some instructions. Just try that. Okay, just do one thing. Install Jenkins. Okay, I'm going to do the requirement call. Write a Docker file to install the Java, install the Jenkins. Okay, and install the Python. Okay, and install the Git. Okay, and don't use for the any one of the default things. These things we are already available in the Docker Hub, the base images. No, not required. I need to use the any one of the like as Ubuntu or CentOS or BusyBox or Alpha Linux. Take this is the example like base image, and install the Git one Docker image, and Python another example. Install your own Java. Okay, not for the Java based base image. And another example is that install the what, like whatever maybe Python. Okay, and install the Jenkins. I need these are the Docker files. Who will return? Let's see. You guys are clear, right? Now see that Docker images with grep of node. Just search with the node. Okay, now see this node Ubuntu, how much size it was based, guys? This node Ubuntu, the same code, same application, same functionality, how much size is taking? If I use the Ubuntu as a base image, 407 MB. Now if I use the same code, same application to deploy using Alpha Linux, how much size is taking? 57 MB. And how much size we reduce this? Like almost nearly 350 MB we saved it, right? Kind of. That's why we are going to choose for the base image is the very lightweight base image. That's one of the example here. Here even it has the .git repository, even still it is not there in the .git also, right? Still seeing that 407 MB, and it is the 57. Both application functionality will be the same. Okay, there is no nothing to different. There is nothing for differentiation. Clear, guys? Clear? And take a, this is the scenario examples. Now what are the homework for kind of things, like hands-on practice, your hands-on? Install Java Docker file. Okay, your own custom installation Java. Like you will search in the like GitHub, wherever you will get a lot of example on this. Just copy paste also, but you must be execute and hands-on example. And install Git software, and install Maven software, and install Jenkins software, and install Nginx, and install HTTPD. Okay, install Nginx, HTTPD, Java. Write a Docker file for these examples. Write a Docker file this example. If you go for any interview and all, they will ask any one of this. Just try. Just try. Okay. For this is the, okay, I already written the Java above, right? Okay, fine. I need a all these Docker files and with images. Okay. Write a Docker file. These are the 6 flame Docker files I need a homework. Okay, just make it them, and who are done successfully, just share it your Docker files or instructions in the WhatsApp group, in our group. Okay, just see, at least try with this. Is very simple. This is two are very simple, and Jenkins also very simple. Okay, and then Nginx HTTP you will get a thousands of examples in the outside in the YouTube, not YouTube, in the Google. Okay, and Java also. Everything is simple, but like they will return for the Ubuntu. Now what you should take? You should take the any lightweight, like as Alpha Linux you need to take, and we can build that very lightweight. Okay, that is your homework. Just do the homework on this. Okay, just practice this. If you return these anyone these files, these Docker files, you can work on the Docker anywhere, anything you can work on this. If you give any difficult requirement also, we are able to achieve this. If you do practice on this, definitely 100%. Clear, guys?